Hi guys, I'm back again with another video and this is the part 6 of the Isekai historical romance manhwa recommendations. It seems that I was obsessed with this series but honestly, who wouldn't? It's just too addicting and without further ado, let's get on with the first one. The first one is called Finding Camellia by Suru Comics, an original web novel by Jin Soy. It is currently ongoing with 31 chapters and its official website is Manta. Camellia is a beautiful kid. She's even compared to a flower shining alone in the darkness. Camellia is a daughter of a lowly status woman who struggled a lot raising her and is living in the slums. One day, a group of people visited her. They said that her mother is in critical condition. Camellia became worried but they later knock her out and kidnap her. After arriving at the palace of the House of Bill, she's offered a deal of playing the role of the youngest son of the family in exchange for her mother's safety. Left with no choice, she agreed and started to live her new life. Now living as Camelius, the bastard son of the Bill family, she lived her life constantly fearing that anyone will find out that she is not really a boy. His existence was to basically back up the heir's place if something bad happens to the sickly older brother named Kiran, and keeping her covered is necessary for the plan of the Marquis to succeed. Because of her appearance, many people are doubting that he's really a boy because she's beautiful, but later they just establish that he's this soft, good-looking boy. Some of these people consist of young gentlemen such as the Duke named Claude, the Crown Prince named Wade, and the Prince of the other kingdom named Ian. Throughout this story, Camellia will find herself mostly interacting with Claude, whom she formed an interesting relationship. Let's just say that they had this progressing tension between them. Claude is genuinely interested in Camellius because of his behavior, even doubting his own sexuality, and later he even feels protective of him when he entered the academy and Kieran left to cure his illness. Finally, Camellia's goals are to search for her mother, finish school, left the Bill family who forced her to live as Camellius, and lastly is to live as Camellia without anyone holding her back. To be honest, I don't expect things to go all out with Claude as per the prologue, but I'm interested to see how they get to that point. Expect yourself to feel sympathy for Camellia because she quite goes through a lot, especially getting mistreated by her family, and also because some of these people are just taking advantage of her. But it's funny because she's literally making everyone question their sexuality. Back to the point, if I see one character over pushing themselves to Camellia, I'm literally going to murder them, or I don't know. I can't murder a fictional character, but I wish them to rot in hell. You just can't help but root for her. I'm also excited to see what this love triangle's all about or what will happen to her brother. Like there are a lot of things to look forward to and every chapter will keep you wanting to read some more. The second one is called I Have Become the Hero's Rival by Matt, an original web novel by Sajog and Sol Lee Soo. It is currently ongoing with 27 chapters. Currently, it doesn't have an official English translation yet, but its raw translation can be found in Kakao page. Kim Hee-soo got reincarnated as Irene, the best friend of the main character Claudia in the story The Flowers That Bloom on Dry Branch. The thing is, she died at the end of the story, so she wanted to avoid getting her life tangled with Claudia, but when the male leads approached Claudia to get her hand, Claudia announced that she have no interest in them and only want to spend her life with Irene. The men consist of the obsessive crown prince named Lucas, a duke named Benjamin, and a mage named Constantine. Irene really feels sorry for herself as the three men look at her like they were going to kill her. In the end, the brother of Claudia named Felix came in between them and told them to respect Claudia's wishes. In the original story, the male leads were so obsessed with Claudia that they worked together to let this demon out who will catch Felix, and Felix losing control of it, ending up killing his own family. The male leads are able to rescue Claudia and their plan succeeds. Back to the story, Claudia will express how she doesn't want to be with any of the men as they have a bad attitude and Irene understands Claudia. In addition to wanting to stop the tragic ending, Irene swears to be Claudia's friend even though she knows that her life will be in constant danger. It's refreshing to see Irene as a character. She's quite relatable in wanting to save herself because although the three men are hot, as you can see, they're literally insane. If you're going to be into them, I have no right to judge you because they be hidden sometimes, but please look out for yourself. And instead of them, we literally have this angel Felix. He's bright and charming as ever. There will be a transition that is going to happen later since Felix will face the demon himself, but this time he's able to improve his magic resistance, and as it goes inside him, it will still cause a massive change in his personality. He's no longer going to be the innocent type and will become this dark, sexy man because of the demon interfering. For example, he's like the main character in Jujutsu Kaisen. Anyways, the transition is jaw-dropping. It made the story more fascinating. Right now, the development between Irene and Felix is happening for real this time. Interactions between Irene and Claudia are always wholesome, and I'm here to see where is this heading towards. The third one is called Becoming the Villain's Family, also known as The Siren. I Became the Villain's Contract Family by Poya and Sang Yem, an original web novel by Sol Lee Soo. It is currently ongoing with 31 chapters. As for now, it doesn't have an official English translation yet, but the raw translation is available on Kakao page. Arya lived an unfortunate life. After witnessing her mother's death, she is forced to live alone with her abusive father. Arya belongs to the race of Siren. They are people who can sing beautifully like an angel, even having the power to manipulate the emotions of the people listening to them singing. Arya's mother was one, but after her death, the father's attention turned to Arya. He took advantage of her, basically forcing Arya to perform whenever, even putting her in a cage where Arya can't do anything. She prayed to the god every day but help don't come easily. She suffers more, and when the time of her getting executed because of people now boycotting her, she thought of finally giving up. That is when her savior came. His name is Lloyd Valentine, the famous duke who killed all the members of his family. She is very thankful that he saved her, but she is now weak and only able to sing a final last song. Lloyd listened willfully, and Arya promised to show him happiness if she were to be given a second life. When she opened her eyes, she go back to the time when her mother's just been killed. To fulfill her promise, she quickly broke out to her father's hold by successfully entering the Valentine's household when they opened to search for a young bride for Lloyd. Arya settled herself quickly and even formed a close relationship with some of the members of the house. Later, she will meet Lloyd. He is cold as a child, but the color of his eyes is still there, meaning his will to live is still present, and Arya is willing to help him maintain it. The art on this manhwa is on another level. It's a style that I've never seen before. I almost thought that the art style would change because I know how difficult it is to maintain a good art, but this one never fails. The quality is still up there, and it instantly became one of my favorites because the style matches the plot of the story so well. It has a dark undertone but still beautiful. Also, the female lead's visuals are stunning. Even I feel like I'm being manipulated because of her, and I'm just happy for her because finally she's been able to find a purpose and stands for herself, even if it's for the male lead, but still that's an improvement. The whole of this manhwa is just so mesmerizingly beautiful. Right now, our couple is still in their children/teenager phase, but the chemistry is showing, so can't wait for them to have more development. The fourth one is called The Time of the Terminally Ill Extra, also known as Karina's Last Days by Kim Pool, an original web novel by Chova and Jo Yoon Hang. It is currently ongoing with 25 chapters and its official website is Tapas. Karina is a middle child of the Leopold family, overshadowed by the achievements of her older brother and sickly younger sister. The news of her having an art disease, which is a disease inherited to over-talented individuals who are into art, in her case, bringing her drawings into life, it shook her to the core that she only has 1 year to live, but also became a signal to finally live her own life. She made the decision to go to the north to her fiancé named Millian. She needs to go to a person who neither loves nor hates her but will not push her away. Millian is the right person to that, and when she came to visit, she is delighted that he let her stay. Throughout her stay, she will be welcomed to many emotions that she never felt before while staying at his house. She didn't expect Millian to treat her nicely. Their relationship is casual. They met one time at a party and they both had a bad impression of the other, but now she feels very welcome and she doesn't even want to think about the time that she's going to leave him too. I became emotional reading this. Reading the summary of the plot, I immediately know that this will bring sad emotions, but still read it because I like to suffer. Just kidding, but the angst is so good. If you have one point in life where you feel neglected, I think you will relate heavily to Karina. Her feelings hit right in the heart, and even the way she ran, like abandoning the BS her family gave her and she lives in her own. Quite the queen move to me, to be honest, but I really feel the female lead here literally will not forgive her family but is glad that she's making memories with people who genuinely care for her now. Don't even get me started when she will finally leave because I'm also not ready for that. The last one is called The Villainess Needs Her Tyrant by 8 Garak, an original web novel by Il Tahong and Silver Lingi. It's currently ongoing with 50 chapters and its official website is Tapas. Maribel is adopted by her uncle after her father died. She became very close with his cousin, now sister, named Arinel. But all of that changed when she found out that her uncle only kept her so that he can have her father's riches. She also found out that her family is planning treason, and when they kill her to shut her up, she reincarnated back to life and is given the chance to change her ending. The first thing that she does is stand up against the manipulation of her sister Arinel and outline her plan to leave the family. The solution that comes to her mind is only the emperor named Ethelred, who is a famous tyrant. One time, she was invited to a party and she took this chance to go near Ethelred. When she saw him in the middle of the party, she knows that the emperor might kill her because he saw her eavesdropping on his conversation. But before that happens, she kisses him with all the people watching. Arnold is not fond of this since she had feelings for the emperor, but Maribel is putting her plans into action. This bold move grabbed the attention of the emperor, and later she will be given a chance to be an empress representative and live at the palace together with the emperor. The events in the first chapters are happening fast, but it will go slower after. I've only seen a couple of chapters and I'm quite confused with the characters, though they really live up to their title. The male lead is a tyrant who doesn't hesitate to kill people anytime and anywhere. The female lead is a villainess, but I feel like she's not delivering much. What I will tell you is that they really match. They are a crazy couple. I will warn you that. I just don't know if I'm hooked or not because the other characters are also confusing, but one thing for sure is that they look hot together and their chemistry is there. The dialogues are also something. For example, there are a lot of them threatening each other that they will kill them, but in reality, they're literally just flirting. I will still read more chapters, but this is my stand as of now. That is all for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it's been informative and enjoyable. Have a nice day and I will see you next time.